Welcome to Mindshelf. Today's video is not just about a book, it's about a pattern that silently destroys confidence, attraction, and self respect in many men. This pattern is called the nice guy syndrome. The author spent years working with men who were doing everything right, yet their lives felt empty, frustrating, and unfair. Let's break this down. Chapter 1. The nice is where we put a clear name on something many men feel, but rarely understand. The nice guy syndrome. On the outside, it looks like a personality trait. On the inside, it is a survival strategy that slowly drains a man's confidence, attraction, and self-respect. Nice guy syndrome is not about being genuinely kind. It is about using niceness as a way to avoid conflict, hide discomfort, and try to earn love and approval without ever showing who you really are. A nice guy believes that if he is good enough, polite enough, and helpful enough, life will reward him automatically with affection, sex, success, and an easy path through problems. To see how this works in real life, imagine a man named Mark. At home, Mark always tries to be perfect. He does the dishes, cleans the house, plays with the kids, and never raises his voice. When his wife criticizes him, he does not push back. He quietly apologizes and tries even harder to please her. The more he does, the more she finds small things to complain about. Mark feels confused and resentful, but he keeps his anger inside and tells himself to be more understanding. At work, Mark behaves in the same way. He takes extra tasks, covers for his colleagues, and always says yes when his boss asks for help. He assumes that if he works hard and never makes trouble, someone will notice and reward him. Instead, his boss simply loads him with more work because Mark never complains and never sets limits. Months later, Mark is exhausted, underpaid, and quietly angry, but still smiling and nodding in meetings. Now imagine another man, Daniel. Daniel believes that if he is always polite, generous, and emotionally available, women will naturally be attracted to him. He listens to their problems, gives them rides, helps with small tasks, and never says no. He hides his sexual interest because he is afraid of being seen as bad or selfish. In his mind, he is building a romantic connection. In their minds, he is a safe friend, a brother, or someone to lean on while they date other men who are more honest and direct. According to the author, men like Mark and Daniel are not weak, and they are not stupid. They are following a script that was written for them long before they ever had adult relationships. Somewhere in their past, they absorbed the message that there is something wrong with them, their desires, their anger, their sexuality, or simply their presence, and that the only way to be loved is to hide these parts and be good. This is why many nice guys carry a deep sense of toxic shame. Toxic shame is not "I did something bad," it is "I am bad." When a man believes this, he does not trust his own feelings. He second guesses his needs, and he looks to other people to tell him that he is okay. To avoid ever feeling that old shame again, he tries to become the perfect, low-maintenance man. Always helpful, always calm, never a problem. The author explains that nice guys live by secret, unspoken contracts with the world. They never say these contracts out loud, but they think in patterns like, if I am nice, helpful, and avoid conflict, then people will love me and meet my needs without me having to ask. If I do everything right, life will be smooth and easy for me. If I take care of other people's problems, they will finally take care of mine. The problem is that nobody around them knows these contracts exist. People see their help and their pleasing behavior, but they do not feel obligated to reward them for it. When life does not follow the hidden rules in a nice guy's head, he feels betrayed and unappreciated. He thinks, I did everything I was supposed to do. Why is this still happening to me? Over time, this creates a painful paradox. The more a nice guy hides his real thoughts and feelings to keep the peace, the more disconnected and lonely he feels. The more he sacrifices his own needs for others, the more he expects invisible rewards, and the more bitter he becomes when those rewards never appear. On the outside, he looks calm and agreeable. On the inside, he is full of anxiety, resentment, and quiet anger. The author's work with clients shows this pattern again and again. Men come to him saying, I'm a good husband, a good father, a good worker. I don't drink, I don't cheat, I don't hurt anyone. Why is my life still not working? They believe that their niceness is a sign of maturity and morality. They do not yet see that their niceness is also a disguise that keeps them from being honest, direct, and fully alive. The main problem with being a nice guy is not kindness itself. Real kindness is a choice made from strength and clarity. Nice guy behavior is different. It is a trade. He gives kindness, help, and compliance in the hope of getting love, safety, and approval in return. But he never says this directly. He is always bargaining, but no one else knows that a bargain is happening. Chapter 2. Formation of a nice guy asks a simple question. If nice guy syndrome is so painful, why does it exist at all? The answer is that no man chooses it as an adult. It is built quietly when he is still a boy trying to feel safe. Imagine a child named Alex. At home, there are constant arguments, silent treatments, and threats of leaving. Nobody explains anything to him. As a small child, Alex doesn't think, my parents have issues. He thinks, something must be wrong with me. To fix it, he tries to be the perfect son, quiet, helpful, and never demanding. Being good becomes his way to reduce chaos and avoid pain. Now imagine another child, Ethan. In his family, there are fewer fights, but there is constant criticism and coldness. When Ethan cries, he's told to stop being weak. When he's excited or loud, he's told to calm down and not be annoying. Over time, he learns that his natural feelings are wrong or too much. To protect himself, he hides them and builds a careful, well-behaved mask. According to the author, many nice guys grew up in some version of Alex's or Ethan's world. There might have been divorce, emotional neglect, unpredictable anger, or simply parents who were too busy or wounded to provide steady affection. Often there was also no strong, healthy model of masculinity, so the boy never saw how a grounded man handles conflict, emotion, and boundaries. Subscribe to Mindshelf so you don't lose the channel, and come back for the next chapter when you're ready to go deeper. Bye-bye.